Hey guys, Spencer here with Keystone Giant Pumpkins. Here's another long form update on the pumpkin, weekly long form. Got the sheet over it and the box fan going to get a nice bubble there. Here, let me take it off to show you the fruit. Looking great. We are 561 pounds today. That means we put on 148 pounds in 7 days, and that equates to a little over 21 pounds a day average over those 7 days, which is good. Coming over to the stem, here, let me turn this off so you can hear me better. Coming over to the stem side, looking good. Stem's definitely thicker, can't wrap my hand all the way around it, and the vine's thicker too. There's a couple, if you can see there's cracks along the horizontally around the stem, which I'm not too worried about. Sometimes there'll be like a crack this way, like vertically with it, which is a little more concerning, but usually, unless it goes into the cavity, it's fine. The color is just deepened even more, which has me really excited for what it will turn out as. And the ribs are also deepening. I don't think they'll be too thick, but you'll definitely be able to see them. The thumping, it does thump, you can hear it, so it might go a little light. Over here, I have like this dill ring forming here. A dill ring is when there's like a ring going horizontally along the pumpkin like that. You can see it better there, right there, where my finger is. That'll probably be fine. The blossom end is still bowed over a lot, which has me some concern, but it still looks good in there. And I've been feeding lots of boron and calcium to keep that good. I'm still really like this shape. There's nothing really bad to say about it other than the blossom end is bowed over a bit. It's nice longer than it is wide, which I was kind of confused about because it really looked like it would be like a wheel shape, like a pinwheel when it was little, but now I'm not complaining, I'm happy with it. It's definitely quite wide, especially there. It's hard to get it all in shot. There's my hand on it. I can't really get a shot of my hand unless I have like the tripod way over there. But yeah, fertilizers, let's talk about them. I got some micronutrients that I've been foliar feeding and feeding like normal. Let's see, boron was the main one that I really wanted, but I also got zinc, copper, iron, manganese, magnesium, iron, all the elements that I need, along with I did some Epsom salts, which are like, that's where you get a lot of magnesium and sulfur, along with the master blend I've been keeping up with, where I get the potassium from, and a little bit of nitrogen, just because just when I was foliar feeding a little bit of nitrogen, not too much to make a difference, but just to keep the leaves nice and healthy looking. Plant health, it's degrading a little bit. There's still some powdery mildew. I sprayed the Daconel. I have to spray more Daconel. Unfortunately, I can't do that today because it's supposed to storm or rain. You can't spray it before the rain, but I have to do some more Daconel to fight that powdery mildew. It's kind of worse under the umbrella here because it keeps it shaded, but the other leaves, like over there, I'll walk through and show you, are looking quite a lot better than some of these ones. See that one? That's a nice healthy leaf. These ones look like this. You might think that's like disease, but these ones are just really old leaves. They're still pretty good. They're still giving something, so I'll leave them. This older leaf is actually older than this one is, or any of those ones, but just looks healthier for some reason. I'm happy with that. Leaves are a little less dense over there. I'll let some tertiaries go and fill it in a little more, but nice, still all dense green thicket for most of it. and along over there where the 1976 new used to be. I never set a pumpkin. I've kind of just let a bunch of vines go in there. So now I have a really, really big plant. Walking more this way along the main vine. Main vine health is pretty good. I had some squash vine borer areas that I've dealt with, and it's still quite healthy. Coming over this way to the stump over there. I have this over the stump to keep it dry. That is on the stump. The stump's in there. There it is. It's still nice and dry and healthy in there. And then, let me move this. In there, there's a split that's all healed up. That looks good. And I'll probably put some like tin foil. I'll actually probably make like a short form video, putting some tin foil over some spots on the main vine that I should protect. That's a little tertiary there. I've actually what do you call it? Like I've made it so it won't grow more, but I left a couple leaves on there so that'll fill in some empty space. I'm kind of wanting to. There's a little bit of growth way over there that I'm also wanting to do this with, where I want to just cull everything off so nothing goes into growth. This is actually like a really healthy area here, so nothing else goes into the growth of the plant, and it all just funnels into the pumpkin over there. But I'm really happy with this particular area. I've let some leaves fill in, and it's really healthy, especially over here. This is, you can't ask for more than that. That's good, great health. That'll hopefully get me through September into October. Coming over this way, it's a little dry. I've actually been watering and feeding quite a bit. It's just been so hot and sunny that it's just dried up quick. Like I said, there's supposed to be some thunderstorms today, so we should get some more rain. So what I'll do before those, I'll probably put down some fertilizer, like some master blend, probably some calcium, and maybe some micronutrients too, to help feed the plant with all that rain. What else? There's some tomatoes in here, if you can see, like in there. I have to pick them. I can't pick them yet because I sprayed some insecticide last night, and I want to give that some more time before I can pick the tomatoes out of there. Some big leaf right there. That's a big leaf. It's a little bit more thinned out over there. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say that I sprayed insecticide last night, which was Sevin. That's spelled Sevin. It's a chemical that kills on contact, and that's good for squash bugs, cucumber beetles, all sorts of those things. So here's a little tertiary I missed in here. You take that off there. That's just how you stop them from growing. And these leaves will still grow to this size or bigger. Sometimes they get a little bigger at the end. But yeah, that's how you get the growth to stop. And they'll try and send off vines. Every single leaf you see in here would try and grow a whole new vine of more leaves. So you have to stop the growth like this coming along here. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do that because that's boring. Here, look at this. You see this tomato? That's a really healthy looking tomato. That shows me that I have good fertilizer in the soil. Yeah, I sprayed the Sevin insecticide to deal with cucumber beetles, squash bugs, and any other things like aphids that can hurt the plant. And like I said, I still have to spray Daconel on the plant to fight the powdery mildew and any other funguses. What other things have I been applying? Oh yeah, I have to also do some Spinazad insecticide. Oh, you can really see the color of it now. Over there. Yeah. Some Spinazad, like I've been doing, to fight against squash vine borers and a couple other bugs. But yeah, we're looking good. I might do a separate video of the garden tour. Actually, you know what? I'll just take you guys to the garden right now. Here's the corn. It's nice, healthy, tall corn. But if you guys haven't seen it, I did a short form video of how raccoons got in here. Well, I didn't know it was raccoons at first. I thought it was deer. Raccoons got in here and ate pretty much all the corn on the last day that they could, which had me pretty upset. Alright, now I'm walking through over here to the garden. Looking good. Here's some tomatoes over here, like normal. A couple of these might be ready. This one. That one could use a little longer. A couple of those look good. Peach tree. There's some vines still climbing up it. There's some gooseneck gourds that I can take you over and show you. They were growing on there. But then I came out today and the plant was looking wilted, which has me concerned that there's something, some disease in it, and we might not get too many goosenecks from that. Oh look, there's a bunch of cherry tomatoes in here too. Oh, that one's bad. Ugh. Just gonna drop that. These ones look good though. Yeah, those look good. Get these guys too. The leaves kind of blocking your view. Look at those. Some nice looking tomatoes. There's definitely been a lot of tomatoes I've gotten out of here, and there's still plenty on these plants. They just keep growing. Growing and growing. Sunflowers are, look, you can see them. They're just blooming and coming out today. Here's some older ones of like this red variety. These actually, I never planted these. They just grew from seeds from, actually 2 years they did that. They just grew from the old ones from last year. But yeah, those sunflowers are looking good. Coming over here, some more tomatoes in here. This one might be ready. Yeah, that one needs a little more too. This actually is a sweet potato vine from that big trellis of sweet potatoes everywhere. Which I'm hoping there'll be a lot of production out of there, because I mean, look at all that growth. Tons of growth all over. Coming over this way, here's a bed of some cherry tomatoes. We gotta pick those too. There, now you can see that better. Cherry tomatoes in here, and onions as well, that I've been harvesting when I need them. And here's some growth from the pumpkin. Actually, there's a little baby pumpkin on there. But yeah, I should stop this all this growth, just to have it all go to the pumpkin. Look at that though, that was a very healthy looking vine tip. This whole plant's been healthy here. Take off that other pumpkin. In here, it's the herb bed. Like I said before, the mint's kind of gotten so tall that it just fell over and started growing sideways, which isn't bad because that just gives me more mint. But that bed, I'm definitely going to have to dig up quite a bit of mint next year, because if you guys don't know, this mint loves to take over a whole bed if you let it. There's a baby pumpkin in there. That's what it started out as, the big one over there. And I'll probably take that off in a bit, just because I don't want it taking anything from the pumpkin, the big one. I want it all going to the big one. Here's the sweet peppers. Their plants are still just as healthy and growing nice and tall. Under here, you can see you got some sweet peppers in there. There's a bunch. Look at that one. That one's pretty good. There's a bunch in there looking good and growing big. Coming over this way, some more tertiaries I need to take off like that. These are all healthy looking. They are all healthy looking tertiaries is what I'm trying to say. There we go. You get that off there. I can hear some thunder starting already too. I might need to put something on the tent. I'll film that. These tomatoes are feeling good. This plant's kind of dying out. And there's tons of tomatoes on it. All look great. You get these guys too. Yeah, I definitely hear some thunder. I'll have to check the radar to see what's coming. So last one. Yeah, I'm gonna get this whole area here completely terminated, so it just all stops. It goes straight to that pumpkin over there. Oh look, there's a little tertiary sticking up over there. This area is all melons and squash that are growing well. Coming over here to show you the gooseneck gourds. That's actually some cantaloupe there connected to that cantaloupe. There's another cantaloupe in there. A couple watermelons like that one. And some butternut squash that are all looking good. Here's the gooseneck gourd. You can see how it's kind of wilted. It was a little more wilted before. And there it is. It's one gourd right there. Very nice and shiny, good looking gourd. And I don't know, I have to definitely make something to help support this because I don't want this peach tree just snapping off from all that weight because it definitely can't hold that. Here, while I'm over here, let me get this tertiary. Oh, this one's just going to fall right over as soon as there's any bit of wind. That's kind of hard to get off there. Oh, that's a mess. Look at that. I just have to take this whole thing off. See how it's like thin there and it's just trying to make a ton of flowers? No good. No good. Yep. This whole thing is just leaching nutrients and water from the pumpkin. So now it goes in the trash. I'll throw that out after I'm done filming. Last bits of the garden over here. We have potato bed. Oh, I forgot to talk about string beans in there. Oh, there's a ton of flowers in there. I'm going to have to go through and pick all the little string beans off there. Potatoes. This is all mined out. But here, under all this dead stuff, is a ton of potatoes in here that I'll have to dig out of there. Cucumber trellis. It's not looking the healthiest. I don't know why, but the leaves just really started dying off quick. I couldn't find any cucumber beetles or anything on there. It might be spider mites or some disease. But there's definitely a lot of cucumbers in there that I have to pick off. Don't know how many you can see, but there's just tons in there. They're all just about ready. Yeah, that's kind of the end of the tour. Yeah, that thunderstorm's definitely getting closer, so I should end this and I'll film getting ready for the thunderstorm and some shorter ones. Oh, look, there's the sunflowers starting. Those are pretty. Yep. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to follow along with the garden and especially that giant pumpkin over there in updates, please like and subscribe. Share this channel or videos with any of your friends that you know, and I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and that's it.